This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be in
mistake. Governor Gavin Newsom called it pathetic and a surrender. Poll after poll found more Americans on both sides of the aisle blaming Republicans. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene blamed the GOP. As you mentioned, Democrats had big wins last week, so you had momentum. Why give in now? Why bring a butter knife to a gunfight? Are you willing to gamble that the GOP will negotiate on health care in good faith once the government reopens? Because if that gamble is wrong, 500,000 Pennsylvanians that you represent, their health care costs will skyrocket if you are wrong. And I believe you are wrong.
Well, first of all, MTG is quite literally the last person in America that I'm going to take advice or to get their kinds of my leadership and values from. And now if Democrats are celebrating crazy pants like that, then that's on them. And now I don't need a lecture. I don't need a lecture from whether it's Bernie or the governor in California, because they are representing very deep blue kinds of populations. And a lot of those things were part of the extreme. And now remember, what really needs to win, the big win, is involving my state and other states and those things. And why have we arrived here after the election a year ago? We got to forget some of the things that cost us that election. Or now, for me, it's like, that's why I'm trying to remind people that kinds of the extremism, we can't return to those kind of things and realize we need to find a way forward. And I would like to, rather than cite MTG, I'm going to cite one of the new governor-elects saying that my election is not a green light to continue the shutdown, because I promise you, this isn't a political game. It is viewed by many of us, but the reality is 42 million Americans now not sure where their next meal is going to come from, and because we vote like that, or people that haven't been paid for 5 weeks now, and that kinds of chaos. Those workers have to borrow more than $500 million, from their credit union just to pay their bills now. So for me, we're in the middle of this.
Senator, I got to ask you to hold up a second.
It's pretty sad when John Featherman is the most reasonable Democrat. Just think about it. We was making fun of John Featherman because he had the stroke, but I think the stroke has made him smarter. Never thought I'd say this, but it looks like after the stroke, and notice his crazy wife is never around anymore. Is he still with his ex-wife? Because all of a sudden, John Featherman seems like the most reasonable Democrat out there. Maybe the rest of the Democrats need to have a stroke. Just throwing some ideas out there, because he's more reasonable. Not that I'm going to agree with everything John Featherman says. Not that he's the brightest bulb in the bunch as a society, but compared to the rest of the Democrats, John Featherman is a genius compared to them. He said people are playing politics instead of looking out for their people. That's what it's about. Republicans do it sometimes too, but the Democrats are notorious for pretending as if they care about the people. He even threw a stone towards Marjorie Taylor Greene. He said, I'm not going to take advice from her. You can't even make this up. John, I never thought I would say this, because you remember how much fun we was making of John Featherman before that election. Now he seems like the smart one. It's pretty sad when John Featherman is the most reasonable Democrat in your whole damn party. The rest of them are completely almost batshit crazy. Now, I know 10 more voted, but John Featherman was the first one. He's the first one on a lot of incidents, he says, I'm not going to go against everything Donald Trump says because I'm going to do what my constituents want me to do. Not the fringe, he said, the majority of my constituents. And they're looking at him crazy. I said, damn, John Fetterman is the smartest Democrat. Who'd have thought that? She's trying to lecture John Fetterman, thought he was going to back up. He didn't even back up. Damn. I said, damn. I mean, when you think about how far John Fetterman has came, I mean, golly, this dude was a complete nut job before his stroke. I never seen people get better after this stroke, get smarter after a stroke. Damn, he got smarter after a stroke. And his little nutty wife is, I'll never see him with her no more. Because she's about as nutty as they come. His wife is. No, I'm not gonna have mercy on his wife just because I say he's doing something smart. Now, everybody keeps talking about this health care. That's all everybody talk about, health care. Since I've been a little bit boy, they've been talking about health care. Everybody wants to pretend like they're for affordable health care. We told you last night, whenever the government says they're going to help or make something affordable, I can guarantee you it's not going to be affordable. Whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. If they say we're going to make cow manure affordable, cow manure will increase by 1,000%. Because everything they try to make affordable becomes more expensive. We would need subsidies and tax credits for insurance, for health insurance, if it wasn't for no damn Obamacare. Now they want to prop up the same propped up system. The reason that they extended or increased the spending was because of a phony lockdown with COVID. Now they're pretending like this is supposed to be permanent. I'm shocked that Republicans didn't cave, but don't worry, they got plenty of time. They're going to negotiate and cave again. I wanted to show you that this don't have really nothing to do with the politics, but I saw this story again. You remember the woman who was in this bishop, I hate to even call him a bishop, it's almost like calling Al Sharpton a reverend. One of the Wayans, he calls himself Bishop Wayans. You remember the video we showed you of him embarrassing a woman when she bought that $12.50? He said, you better get your behind out of line. So after that, he got her to apologize. Now, I don't think we ever played the apology. Well, let's play what she said, and then we'll play the apology. Let's play it over again.
But first, we need to clear up a major misunderstanding that's gone viral on social media.
On Sunday, Pastor Marvin Winans.
It's not a misunderstanding. I don't like the way people even report the damn news. It's not a misunderstanding. He's an arrogant prick who thinks that he was called. Maybe his mama called him to preach, or maybe one of these deacons at the church, or somebody is one of his booty buddies or something called him to preach, but it sure wasn't the Lord, because nobody acts like this.
Winans hosted a day of giving. Members of Perfecting Church were asked to donate $1,000 and raise another $1,000 to help finish the new sanctuary in Detroit and support their community programs. Pastor Winans.
But do you notice that everything with these churches now is only about money? Oh, I know you need money. The Lord is not opposed to money, because it doesn't say money is the root of all evil. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. What I don't understand is that they talk about money and this other foolishness way more than they talk about Jesus. I thought the church was supposed to be the body of Christ. Therefore, you're supposed to talk about the one who's the head of the church. These bishops and so-called prophetess and prophets be acting like they the head of the church. It's one body, Christ is the head. But this is the part they leave out. Because all of this foolishness right here, you can build the biggest, beautiful, most magnificent sanctuary. If he is not dwelling in you, this is null and void anyway.
Winans asked those giving $2,000 or more to come to the front of the church first, with others following, from the largest donors to the...
And listen, even if the woman was wrong, what he could have just said is like, baby, you're in the wrong line. I'm sorry. this is the other line over here. They tried to lie later on and try to say that she was in the wrong line. No, you don't have to handle it. Somebody bring you $1,200. You don't insult them. It's a way to communicate with people when they bring you their freaking money.
Those donating as little as $1.62. But one member, Roberta McCoy, went viral after someone posted video of her coming to the front with less than $2,000, claiming she was rebuked by Pastor Winans. I spoke exclusively with both Pastor Winans and Roberta McCoy, who says she's been attacked online since that video began spreading. You're the woman in that viral video.
Right.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me.
Girl, he rebuked you.
Now, there's a difference. There was a correction, because let me clearly state that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that, so I was calling them by increments.
Just stop right here. You see how humble he sounds right now? That's how humble you should have been when you was talking to that woman about her $1,200. I'd have snapped my damn money back and said, you ain't get nothing there. Now he's so humble, he was calling a day of giving.
And we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I
Given out of before. That don't even make no sense. Let me rewind that.
and we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody.
You can tell when somebody's lying. You see how fidgety he is? He's not even talking directly. You're supposed to be the pastor. You can't clear it up no better than that. Your explanation don't give me no more clarity than the first time when I first heard the damn thing. Matter of fact, your explanation actually pisses me off more. But after they used the woman, reason I'm showing you this because after they used the woman, she ended up posting a thing says now she feels misused. I'm gonna show you her statement. She feels abused now since the media has went away. He not getting no backlash. He not getting no big old sissy like Tyler Perry to give him no more money and stuff. Tyler Perry may ask him for something for that money he gave anyway. Mary asked him, would you bend over?
Everybody to listen and come when you.
Fools among us that he's in ass hat. Close the doors because his Rolls Royce is in the shop. See, that's what I'm talking about. They driving Rolls Royces. That's what Jesus would have drove. Well, did Jesus have a blinged out Cherokee? I mean, a chariot?
And that's all that was.
Does that make any sense to you? Now, after they used the woman, I'm going to show you the statement that she puts up now. They said she took it down, but it was too late. It was captured. This is what people don't understand. Once you post it online, you can take it down all you want to. Everybody's going to capture. Did I do the statement here? Is that it? No, wait a minute. Here it is right here. Now, this is her statement because her name is Roberta McCoy. And she says, it's like I'm turning invisible now. I'm no longer useful to them. I serve their purpose. I was only damage control. They wanted to protect the name, protect the brand. Their cause of concern has stopped when the media storm stopped. I see that with wide open eyes now. They turn on me. They blame me. Now it's all my fault. They say I'm the one that owes the pastor Winans an apology. I wish those niggas would have asked me to apologize to this nigga. I wish you would have asked me to apologize to him, boy. I would have read you to write it. The members are saying she owed the pastor an apology because she was in the wrong line. In other words, trying to give your $1,200, you need to apologize to the freaking pastor. He's supposed to be the shepherd of the flock. Shouldn't the shepherd have more love towards his members? Do you think Jesus would treat his sheep like this? That ain't what I told you. You ain't listening. Y'all ain't listening to me. That ain't what I told you. Nigga, give me my check then. Show you what I show. I'll show you something. You look at it when my auntie, my mama, or somebody like that, you talk to her like that. Wait, hold on a minute, fella. I don't care nothing about what you think you're supposed to be, some kind of bishop or something. I don't care who your brothers and sisters is. These I don't care nothing about the weigh-ins and none of that. The weigh-ins are the whinings. I don't care about none of that. Here you are. She said they telling her to apologize to him. You can't even make this up. I just said, you say what? You want me to apologize for trying to get my $1,200 up? Just say she made an honest mistake. Isn't there a reason for him to talk like that? He can say, no, Sister McCoy, you're in the wrong line, baby. Just go right over here, put that $1,250. We'll take it over here, but this is the line for the $2,000 right here. See, first of all, I never gave him a damn dime. I wouldn't have gave him nothing. Giving your money, he talked to you like that. This don't even make any sense. And so he's telling her that she needs to apologize. She says, I'm the one that owes the pastor or Winans an apology. They say I need to grow up. I need to be an adult about this. My heart is broken. I'm fading away. My big heart for people is shrinking into a shallow heartbreak. This is the problem when you make these fake preachers your Jesus. Do not make any human on earth your Jesus. It ain't but one. That's why people get themselves worked up over idols. This idol worship over such, oh, he's so smart. I just love this, including the president of the United States. This including your favorite singer, your favorite actor, who are your favorite athlete. Doesn't make a difference to me. This human worship, it is idolatry. She's saying she owes him an apology. Her heart is broken because she put your trust in man. It happens when you do that. She said, I can hardly hear my own heart beat anymore. I'm becoming somewhat that I don't know. I hope you're not suicidal. Just leave the church, girl. My heartbeats are slower now. I'm fading. Did she actually write this? Can you still see me? I was Roberta McCoy. Who am I now? Wait a minute. Did she really write this or somebody else wrote this pretending to be her? Can you find me? Do you see me? Where am I? My beautiful soul has been replaced with the broken soul. Where am I? Where is my life? Can you find me? Damn, she sounds suicidal. Can you see me? Can you find me? A remnant of me left? I can't see myself anymore. Through these tears, can you see me? Am I totally invisible yet? This feels like an out-of-body experience. This feels like a nightmare stuck on the repeat button. Can you still see me? I'm turning into a shadow. The light is in my eyes are dimmer. I'm fading. Can you see me? This is crazy. This is really insane. Now, she goes to church and tries to follow what the quote pastor said do. She made an honest mistake. It's just no reason to talk to your flock like that. This was the woman was trying to give. It ain't like she wasn't giving. She was trying to give, and he insults her. Then gets her to apologize. After she apologized, the media goes away. They say you need to grow up, be an adult, and you need to apologize to the pastor. You made the pastor look bad. This fraud look bad. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. See, she was taken up for him. That's why you can't try to cover for these fake preachers. It's sad how this lady, you can tell her heart is broken. You know why? Because she didn't know the pastor would act like this. Now, if the media hadn't saw this, think about that. He would have tried to spin that. The only reason they was being nice to her because the media was getting so much flack. And then that big old queer Tyler Perry, I'm going to give $100,000. I want $100,000 worth of booty. Unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable. He said, you need to apologize. I just wish she was related to me. You'd have told her to apologize. I'll light a fire button you, fella. You gonna tell her to apologize after you insult her? All she was trying to do is give. Who insults somebody trying to give like that? Somebody come down here, say, a doctor comes, I want to give you $1,200. Thank you so much. Even if I say it's not, I'm sorry, you can stay in this line. I don't care nothing about that. Just take the money and you can get one of the deacons or whoever these finance people hand the check to them. All this ain't necessary. I'm following the Lord's instruction. No, you're not. You're not following no Lord's instruction. The Lord ain't even talking to you. I'm following the Lord. Thus says the Lord. Thus says the shepherd. Thus says the flock. This clown. This freaking clown. It go like on Porky's. Thus says the shepherd. Thus says the flock. Unbelievable. Oh, poor lady. Poor woman. Unbelievable, man. I cannot believe this. It's sad though. Charles Lowry says he seriously abused her mentally in front of the whole church. No, Charles, in front of the whole world. Because the news station, everybody else saw this. Augustina DeBella says crazy. Prince Lee Spoken says 100. Bernice McCall, good to see you. The old bag said pure olive vera juice. Yo, Wilbur McBride, I'm talking about this fake preacher, this weighing this woman right here. Look, I mean, if you look at this statement right here, would that not look like a woman who was just, because you can tell she really loved her church. And there's nothing wrong with loving your church. There's nothing wrong with loving your pastor. There's nothing wrong with loving your brothers and sisters. But when a preacher acts like this, when everybody, I'm just suspicious of a preacher that makes everything about money. I know you need money to run the church, and I don't have a problem with the congregation taking care of their preacher. But if that's all he's talking about, isn't his job to try to win souls? I just don't hear a lot of them trying to actually win souls. Seems to me they make it all about them. It's like Jesus is on the back burner. I'll throw his name in there every once in a while. Just like when you're cooking, let me put a pinch of salt in there. Let me throw a little Jesus in there. Now get back on the shelf, Jesus. I got to talk to him about how important I am. How spiritual I am. Well, they make everything. I'm serious. Oh, they know the right Bible verses. They say all that. But you don't, and what they're good at is they're good at working people up, getting them all worked up and stuff. That's the thing. It's like a good magician or something. They know how to get you worked up. They know how to get you. They play a couple of songs and they play on your emotions and stuff. It's the same way. Somebody in this congregation is suffering right now. Yeah, that's everybody. It don't take no prophet to figure that one out. Somebody in this congregation, the Lord has spoken to me, and he said there's somebody in here struggling to pay their bills. Wow, you don't have to be a prophet to figure that one out. Or either they'll get somebody to fill out one of these little cards, and they'll write what they're put this on your prayer list. And then they have a thing in their ear. Benny Hinn used to do this. They have a thing in their ear, and they'll tell them about a certain prayer request. There's someone in the audience right now that their mother is in the hospital. The Lord is speaking to me. And I'm like, would you listen to this fake right here? Would you listen to this phony? The Lord is not speaking to you. You filthy liar, you. I don't like people playing with the Lord like that. Go play with something else. I don't know. There's plenty of things you can play with. I don't understand. Go get you some Play-Doh or something. Get you a Tonka, a race car track or something. Atari. Go play with something else. But this is what they do. And they be worked up and everybody say, oh my God, he's so spiritual. They be making it all about them. We're talking in tongues. Can we get an interpreter in there? If you're going to be speaking in tongues, we need to get an interpreter in there. According to the script, we need to, oh, you don't have an interpreter? Well, I think it's jibber jabber. I don't think you're talking in tongues a bit more. Have you ever seen that clip of Rodney Howard Brown and Kenneth Copeland pretending like they're talking in tongues? It's just a blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, the drink. Oh, blah, 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 blah. The drink. I said, would you listen to these fools talk about their spiritual? Okay. That's the problem. You understand why the politicians are so corrupt? Look at the preachers. So go at the church. So go at the politician. They don't even want to. I mean, these preachers will say anything now. in the pulpit and don't have no regard whatsoever either. You up there reprimanding them. I said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'll be embarrassed to talk to that woman like that when she's bringing you a gift. Talking about looking a gift horse in the mouth. For the love of God, man, this is ridiculous. I don't hear no explanation he can't give me. What he should have did, the right thing would have been, let me help you out, Mr. Bishop. You should have came on the air and says, I want to apologize to Sister McCoy. I was wrong. I handled the whole thing wrong. She's got some backlash. The pastor was wrong about this. She did something. I didn't handle it right, even though she was in the wrong line. I could have handled it better. I want to ask her. I want to ask her for forgiveness right now in front of everybody. Bam! You threw cold water on the fire. But to come out and make her apologize and act like she did something wrong, that ain't the way to do it. Because you heaping cold water on that fire if you just go ahead and apologize. You say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Would you please forgive me for that? I didn't handle that right there, right? You'll be surprised how easy it go if you just throw that little cold water on the fire. But see, sometimes people pride get in the way and they can't say, I'm sorry. It was my fault. That's on me. Because sometimes, I'm not talking about nobody. He's the pastor of the sheep. He's the shepherd. The shepherd can't be talking to the sheep like that. I'm just sorry. I don't care what nobody said. Nobody, I don't care how spiritual you try to make this out to be. It ain't no excuse for him talking to that woman like that. She's on the suicide watch list now. That ain't the way a pastor who loves his flock talks to him. That ain't the way it goes. No. When they caught the woman in the act of adultery with Jesus, the Pharisees, this is Pharisee stuff. They were trying to shame this woman. And they brought the woman to Jesus. They said, here, there she is, threw it in the middle, right there in front of Jesus. We got her now, Lord. We got her right here. We caught her in the very act of adultery. Moses says now, they get real spiritual though. Moses said, because we follow Moses, except when we don't. Moses said, this woman, who would this woman hop on? This woman need to be stoned. That's what Moses said. And we follow Moses today. What said you, Jesus? Jesus just stooped down and started. He probably was writing, where's that other fella at that she was cheating with? Was it one of your friends? He should have wrote that. Where's the man at? Because you can't commit adultery by yourself. I'd like to know the fella's name. Where is he at? Or he could have been right. Okay, you sin over here. You did this. And now you're going to bring her, want her to be stoned. I'm going to stone you too. And Jesus, all of the masters, he's great at teaching people. He said, tell you what I'm going to do then. We're going to stone her. Because you said Moses said that we're about to stone her. But before we stone her, ye who was without sin, I want him to cast the first stone. Abel one that was right there, they had no sin in him. So the rest of them started thinking like, I probably was sneaking off with one of the high servants over there. I better go ahead and leave first. They said the older ones left first because they had more sin. And then the other ones following out, trying to get, he gonna embarrass this woman like that. I like to throw some of his laundry out there. The good bishop. You suspect anyway. Every time I look around, he in some kind of scandal. He's suspect anyway. He's suspect. Talking to that woman like that right there. This is how sometimes people get turned off by the church because they got preachers like this. This turns off the church. People be saying, I need to go to church for, look how he acting. This is the bishop. And everybody's a bishop now. Everybody's a bishop such and such. Oh my God. He's got the collar on. He looks very distinguished, bishop such and such. I just brought me a brand new Rolls Royce and the Lord told me that you need to give me some money. It's ridiculous, man. It's absurd. Anyway, but you can't make this up, man. He didn't embarrass this woman, broke this woman. Poor little woman got her heart broken. See, this is what happened when you have too much faith in some of these these frauds. We used to have a little saying we growing up. You probably heard it before. Jimmy got his neck broke fooling with his kinfolk. You ever heard that? Because your kinfolk, these church folks, I'm telling you, nobody was better at assassinating a prophet than these holy rollers. Woo! Man, them jokers right there they'll point out everything. I mean, they be doing some of the most. I can tell you some stories. They be doing the most vile stuff in church. They see you do one thing, whoo, they get on. Then you bring up somebody else. We're not talking about what I did. Oh, you want to throw some stones? Let's throw some stones then. Fake pastors. The election. I can understand if the woman had done something. Giving an offering is not a reason for you to be that upset. She could pay her damn mortgage with that almost. Or rent, whatever. Say your money is not welcome. You get over and you're the wrong damn line. What he was saying in so many words. Y'all ain't listening to me. Like she a child or something. I'm gonna get off there because that one irritated me. When I seen this woman look like she's on suicide watch or something, I said, my Lord. Woo, I hope she's okay. We're praying for you, Sister McCoy. You put too much faith in that phony, but we're praying for you that you get stronger. I don't want you to do anything to harm yourself because you don't sound healthy in that particular post. But you can't get yourself worked up on these fake preachers, sister. Don't have too much faith in them. I'm telling you. I want to move on to what's the one I wanted to show you first. I don't know. When you got people like there's some people that's in public office that people should be embarrassed if this people is representing. Like, who in the hell would vote for this woman right here?
That a group of Senate Democrats.
Look at this. How old is she? Like 90? I mean, she's weird. An 80-year-old woman with purple hair. I'm just sorry. Can you take her serious? She looked like something they play on the Wizard of Oz or something. Not the witch either. One of those like goons like things. She's going, can you take her serious? She's talking about shutdowns and these subsidies and stuff. Anytime the government is using subsidies, it means they didn't screwed up some part, whether it be the farmers, the banking industry, the housing industry. The subsidies come because that means the government has screwed something up. But I'm not going to listen to an 80-year-old woman with purple hair anyway. Because what you want to be when you grow up? You still got your hair purple and you 80, 90. She may be 90. Girl old as dust.
That's just joined with Republicans really to undermine our efforts on health care. That's what this.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that because it don't look like you may have that long anyway. It's about time for you to check out. Why is you still? How long has she been in office anyway? Looking like a peacock or something.
This fight has been about extending the premium subsidies so that.
Notice they keep saying subsidies. Pay attention to that catchphrase right there. Extending the subsidies. I thought Obamacare would be cheaper. We played you the video of the architect of Obamacare. He admitted that he was depending on the Americans being stupid. That's what he said, not what I say. So the only reason you need subsidies is because Obamacare is not affordable. Understand why you're calling it the Affordable Care Act. That's insane. How is it affordable when you need subsidies in order to be able to keep it and it's still crummy insurance? It's not even good insurance. If you're going to pay a premium charge, price, and it be overpriced some, like if you go to a nice restaurant, you don't want to spend, just say two people go out to a nice restaurant. If you spend $300 on a restaurant, that better be some of the best damn service and the best damn food, right? Now, if you go somewhere and it's a party of two and it's $30, you expect to get $300 service, right? So we got this $300 so-called plan, Obamacare, and we're not even getting McDonald's kind of service. And all the time they saying, We wouldn't want to be able to keep this. We should have been trashed that long time ago. But Purple Hat don't know no better.
People's insurance costs are affordable. What's happened now is they will continue to be outrageous, doubling or tripling in
I like her rings too.
cost. And that really doesn't help people with the biggest issue today that they're facing. That's the cost of living and affordability. It's my intention to fight against this bill in the House of Representatives.
Shut up, heifer, with your ugly self. Right, I said she's ugly on the outside and the inside. Ain't no doubt about it. How would she even get elected? I mean, you can't, I don't even take you serious if you voted for something like that. Well, she probably didn't even win. Yeah, that's right. Vernice, her name is Rosa DeLauro. She's a nut job. I mean, she dresses weird too. She looks weird and dresses weird. I don't know how in the hell she get elected for office. Just looking at her, I wouldn't vote for her. Now, I'm gonna be very biased when it comes to that. I'm not voting for nobody who's dressed like that and their hair look like that. American, unbelievable. Now, I'm gonna show you how insane things are. I want you to listen to this right here. I got two of these insane videos, and I want you to listen to how far as a society. I don't know what this dude problem is. I almost thought it was a joke because I can't believe this dude is taking himself serious.
That our children are not receiving affordable gender reassignment surgery along.
Look at the hair. Look at his suspenders. He's so emotional too. A grown man this damn emotional.
With hormone blockers and access to abortions. This alone is a threat to our democracy.
I can't believe this. This has got to be satire. This dude cannot be serious. Just tell me this is satire. He is boo-hooing because you can't get hormone blockers. Come on, man. This has got to be a joke. Because I know sometimes they be joking. I like to admit if it's a joke. I couldn't tell if it was satire, but it's not AI, but it could be satire. And he joked because I can't believe he's serious about this. Let me rewind a little bit again.
Affordable gender reassignment surgery along with hormone blockers and access to abortions. This alone.
What do you think about this right here?
It's a threat to our democracy. It just shows.
We need to open back up the mental institutes because this fella's not stable. This boy needs to be locked up in a home somewhere. Nice, soft music, rubber rooms, nothing sharp in there so he won't hurt himself. Dimly lit light. We don't want to strain his eyes or something like that because this fella not stable.
That you people do not care about our children, and that these are the same people who refuse to obey the science and get fully vaccinated.
This gotta be a joke, man. This dude cannot be serious. He cannot be serious. This cannot be real, man. Look how emotional he seems. They need to give him a shot to put him asleep and then strap him down. When he wake up, he need to be fully strapped down. Don't even let him move. Give him a lobotomy or something. I don't.
It's science, people! Science! Science!
It's gotta be a joke, man. This dude cannot be serious. He's screaming like he done lost his damn mind or something. The hell is wrong with this fool? He don't need to be nowhere around no damn children, for sure. He may be a teacher. I mean, does he even look stable? Just look at him. Look at his expression. Oh my Lord. Just look at the agony in his mind, his voice and everything. Still is nuts, man. You gotta read this too. This is crazy.
Are not receiving affordable gender reassignment surgery along with hormone blockers.
Somebody just need to go up there and just slap him in his ear so he can hear bells ringing. Ring, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong.
And access to abortions. This alone is a threat to our democracy. It just shows that you people do not care about our children and that these are the same people who refuse to obey the
This dude is cracking me up, man. Look at the way he's just so animated.
science and get fully vaccinated.
This is Comedy Hour, man. Saturday Night Live or something. This is crazy. Why in the hell are you so damn emotional about kids? You know, this has got to be a joke. It's no way this dude is serious. I refuse to believe that he is serious. I mean, I refuse to believe. Did you, by the way, speaking of being serious, did you guys see Joe Biden on yesterday? He was in a restaurant. That dude is already dead. They could just go ahead and put him in the grave right now. Joe Biden is dead. I don't care what nobody says. I'm pronouncing it right now. The dude looks like he's already been embalmed. When I saw this, I said, damn. And the people, a president walks in and nobody really they excited. People started taking photos and a couple people took their phones out because they wanted to be able to just say how terrible he looks. Look terrible. See that?
I miss you.
Somebody said, I miss you. I miss you, Joe Biden. You're pooping in your pants. I miss it. Do he not look like he's been embalmed? Do he not look like he's been embalmed? Look at him. You look a hot mess. He got 1 foot in the grave. Matter of fact, he got 2 foot in the grave. He's just hanging out the side of it.
Oh my God, my name
He don't even know where he's at. They try to pretend like somebody's excited. Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Look how he just be walking. See, anytime a person walks like that, you can tell something is wrong. You can tell he don't even know where he's at. He think he's at the aquarium or the zoo. They're trying to act like somebody's excited. Ridiculous, man. That's right, Steak. Look like The Walking Dead or something. Jerry said, I bet they got a coffin picked out for him already. They need to have one for him, Jared. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. Just think about it. They want this guy to still be president. They pretended like this guy could still be president right now. Make it make sense, please. This should be enough to say you can't ever trust Democrats because they was pretending like this guy was normal. We didn't know anything until the debate. Liar, liar, pants on fire. He think that's Ashley. He said, I think he said, can I take a shower with you, Ashley? That's right, Scott. Pure trash. Trash. Wow. I like to just push him down just to see if he can get up like he fell on that bicycle. Wow. Dave the May said 40 acres in a bike.
Oh my God.
Look how he coming in. This man is dead. Stick a fork in him.
Oh gosh. You say hi. Hi.
JMC 072 says the head child sniffer and chief.
Hi. Oh, pleasure.
Good to see you, old lady time.
Oh wow.
The polka dot Susanna says he's creepy. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone.
Akira said, what a mockery of the public. TJ, the conservative hustle, said, I'm getting sleepy looking at him. Miss Dana said, keep him away from the children. The old bag said, where's Hunter?
Cool.
You can't make it up, man. This is pretty sad. This guy, they was pretending like that guy is sharp. Now, what did I do with the other one? Oh, I got that one of Woody Harrelson. Y'all heard what Woody Harrelson said, huh? Let me bring that up.
About being a Secret Service agent, but then that passed when I realized the character
See, it would have been best if you just stay out of politics, fella.
that I liked on television was actually an actor playing a Secret Service agent. But luckily, I didn't become a Secret Service
Watch his statement.
agent. I'd be having to protect Donald Trump right
Listen what he says.
now, and that just wouldn't sit well.
You would have a very big job right now to do.
Yeah, I'd be wanting to slip him some cyanide instead of jumping in front of a bullet. I shouldn't say these things.
Should
Frank.
not.
He said he would like to slip some cyanide to President Trump. That sounds really inviting and loving. Whenever the left don't get their way, they always result to the same damn language. I got to give a couple shouts out for some sponsorship. Lauren Lateach, monthly supporter. God bless you, Lauren. Thank you so much for your continued support. Also, my man Tim Egan said for the Sunday's broadcast, a little spiritual food, he says. As a matter of fact, let me get his exact quote. Tim says, if my screen will pull up. Tim says, for preaching God's word now. Yeah, that was our other YouTube station where we do our gospel messages. Yes, we do gospel messages. Well, thank you so much, Brother Tim. I appreciate you. And my man Mark Andrews, sniper in the house. They said they want. I like to send old Mark Andrews over there and just have him in the heels waiting on you. Woody Harrelson, let Mark take you out. I think Mark can hit you from like 300 yards easily with his eyes closed. Also, who else was I just saw? Hold on a minute. Oh, my man Howard. Big boy Howard hit us up for a sponsorship too. Thank you for your service to there, Howard. Because those who actually fought for our freedom, we should actually thank them. We didn't come, we're not even thankful for that no more. Of the military people who serve. Now, we'll get some phony like Tim Walz and pretend like he's the best thing since sliced bread. Also, our dear friend, Miss Irma, Miss YRMA. Miss Irma says, blessings, Doc. Blessings back to you, Miss Irma. Thank you so much. Now, I got a video that you're not going to even believe this. I couldn't believe it myself. This video right here, I don't even know what to make of it, to be honest with you, because it's kind of disturbing. But you tell me what you think of this right here.
Now, transgender woman's milk is just as good for babies as breast milk. That's according to a letter from the medical director.
Did you hear that? Let's rewind it in case you didn't hear it. Now, you do know that a so-called transgender woman is a dude with a penis. Listen to what she says.
Now, transgender woman's milk is just as good for babies as breast milk. That's according to a letter from the medical director at University Hospital.
How in the hell can a dude have milk in the first damn place? What is she even talking about? She reads that off like a transgender women milk is good as breast milk. A man don't produce no damn milk. I don't even know what this means. Because I thought I had misheard at first.
Now, transgender woman's milk is just as good for babies as breast milk. That's according to a letter from the medical director at University Hospital Sussex NHS Foundation Trust. The claim was made as part of a response against campaign groups. The trust referred to studies and the World Health Organization guidance, including one case which found what it called no observable effects in babies fed by induced lactation.
What the hell does that mean? You mean you getting some crazy, not real milk, not Similac or something like that, but some made up milk in a dude? You giving that to a child? Somebody needs to be arrested if that's what they're doing. I don't even know what this means. The hell does that even mean? Giving milk.
Now,
I was trying to figure out where they get milk from. This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm a little disturbed about you actually giving that to a child. You letting it. I'm gonna just play it one more time. I know it's the BBC, I believe.
Now, transgender woman's milk is just as good for babies as breast milk. That's according to a letter from the medical director at University Hospital Sussex NHS Foundation Trust. The claim was made as part of a response against campaign groups. The trust referred to studies and the World Health Organization guidance, including one case which found what it called no observable effects in babies fed by induced lactation.
That's crazy. As a matter of fact, it's not just crazy, that is insane. We need to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. We really do. Because they ain't got nothing on us. They are a Christian country compared to us now. I never heard anything so insane in all my life. I don't even know you're supposedly getting the breast milk from. They put on fake breasts or something. But I want you to see this in here. This is Brendan Johnson again. Check out the socks and listen to what he tells these young men. It ain't but 15 seconds long.
Look, the safest communities in America, they all have one thing in common. They invest in people. Yeah. When a child is hungry, you don't say, hey, look, would you like to meet the commander of the 15th Police District? You
gotta fix the material.
Right?
See, you think that he actually made a good point right here. Well, of course you don't want the child to be hungry, but you're not going to be eating nothing if you're dead because of all the damn violence down there. That's the joke you should have told. Well, it ain't going to make no difference if you full and got a full belly because you dead because you got shot in the head. But look at his socks, like he said. He think he making a point. There's something wrong with Brendan. I don't know what it is. I haven't quite put my finger on it, but he got some issues about some stuff. I don't know what this dude's problem is, but this dude is weird as hell. He just is. Look how he's sitting. Suspect. He's suspect to me. I want you to check out this little fat dude here. He said he's on EBT, but he can't get a job because the reason he can't get a job is because he's trying to get his GED. Sometimes these stories are so crazy that you think somebody had made it up.
I'm in sober living, and I can't work because I'm doing GED program right now. Like I'm going to school right now, and it's like right now with the government shutdown, the big beautiful bill that's going on right now. You probably heard of it. It's causing issues for me because I'm on EBT, so I can eat, and they're
this has got to be satire.
Shutting it down next month.
Watch the cameraman he's gonna start pulling out.
And I won't be able to eat, which is gonna cause big issues. And if I went to a food bank,
he said he's not gonna be able to eat. You look like you can mix a couple of meals. Matter of fact, you can miss a couple of weeks of meals. You ain't gonna lose no weight. You got a lot of stored up fat.
With everything shut down, all the food's gonna be gone. So I'm not gonna be able to eat.
Is this guy serious? He's not going to be able to eat. Okay. I hope you don't start it there, big boy.
Me personally,
What's your bra size?
I'm in sober living, and I can't work because I'm doing GED program.
He can't work because he's doing he's doing GED. He can't work because he's doing GED. Chicken X Legend said he needs a fast. GM says Fatty needs to diet. The old bag says eat a shit. Miss Dana said he looks serious about food. He is. Dave DeMay says beat your meat. Oh my Lord. Look at Fat Boy talking about he gonna starve to death. That's a vicious lie from the pit of hell.
Right now, like I'm going to school right now, and it's like right now.
He acting like he's studying the bar or something, like he's about to be a doctor, he's doing interns. This fool say he's getting his GED. So that's taking up so much of his time so he can't get a job. Get a part-time job. You just don't want to work because you're too busy stuffing your pie hole. That's your problem, Fat Boy.
The government shut down the big beautiful bill that's going on right now. You probably heard of it.
He said you probably heard of it. I also heard of all you can eat buffet. I know you heard of that.
It's causing issues for me because I'm on EBT, so I can eat, and they're shutting it down next month, and I won't be able to eat, which is going to cause big issues. And if I went to a food bank, with everything shut down, all the food's going to be gone, so I'm not going to be able to eat.
He's not going to be able to eat. You poor baby, you. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lordy. Man, oh, man. Well, the good news is we got good news and we got bad news. Now, the good news is that the people don't have to starve now because the government is not closing. Bad news is they're opening up and they're finna spend some more of your damn money, and they're not gonna solve any problems because they never do. It's hard for them to solve any problems because they're not looking to really solve problems. It's almost like when you go to the doctor want to get you hooked on medication because that's how they make their money, get you hooked. This fool say he's studying for his GED, so he can't work part-time because this is intense studying for his GED. Let me just let you know, you're going to flunk. You're not going to be able to get your GED because you're too lazy and stupid at the same time. He's studying for his GED. Make it make sense to me, please. I was going to show you guys one more thing. That ain't the one. You remember we showed you this video of what is that? The safety will be. Oh, I forgot to show you this video here. Remember that woman that was in Gold's Gym that they kicked her out because she didn't want a biological man? She went on some, I don't know, it's like some kind of round table thing. Not a round table thing, I don't know, some kind of activist meeting or something. And they literally ignored her. They said the men have a right to be in the restroom just as well as you do. That's what they was telling her. I want to let you look at this right quick. What did I do with it? Yeah, here it is.
Safety will be protected from men who, by California law, can self-ID as women in women-only spaces, sir. Please tell me.
Yeah, so we want, everyone to be safe. And we also know that, we have trans people, both men.
Is a man, is a woman.
And women who are men and women. And so, so if you're trans women or women.
Senator, you've done great things with the bills you've passed with the housing. I've read a lot of your bills, and like you said, there are bills that need to be opened up, and I'm telling you now, millions of women across America are being harassed and sexually assaulted in locker rooms. I'm a lesbian black woman. I'm not transphobic. I'm not homophobic. And I do respect a lot of the things you've done. But I do see a lot of these bills that you've passed that are dangerous for women and young children. And I understand They're trying to be on a level playing field, and I'm here to represent my community because I hear a lot of things about my community in these bills. And I'm telling you as a woman, first and foremost, that this is dangerous, and we need your help because you're in the office. You're going to go in the Polisky spot.
We're not gonna help you.
I have millions of people behind me watching this right now, and we want to know: are you going to protect women, not trans women? Women, trans women are different things. Women. Listen, we need to protect women's safety. I was assaulted. I was assaulted. No, they are not. They are men. I was assaulted by men.
See, they lost it right there when she said that. When she said that trans women are men. Oh, boo.
He broke his wife's jaw so bad she needed reconstructive surgery.
Yeah, the dude who was in the restroom broke his wife's jaw. He used to have a wife.
I'm a lesbian. I'm not transphobic, and I'm black. So if there's another black woman in here who wants to tell me how they feel, please join in. But all of you are not. And I don't know who you are, what you are, but I'm a lesbian, and I'm telling.
Okay, we got you. You're a lesbian. See, that's when you start losing people. You start saying you're black, you're a lesbian. We got you. But all you have to do is stay on the subject. We don't want men in women's restrooms.
Right now, men are harassing women in the locker room.
Let's let him answer the question.
I'm just.
Miss Dana wants to know why she don't look more girly while presenting her argument.
Tell me, since y'all want to woo.
No, just let's.
Now I'm done. And by the way, I respect what you have done. I just want to let you know that.
Let's give the senator the opportunity.
I'm done.
I appreciate your point of view.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry that you were
multiple times,
and I appreciate you talking about it. I think we need to protect the safety of all women, and that obviously that's incredibly important. And I also know that trans women are also brutalized in this country. So women and cisgender women are brutalized in this country, and we have to protect the safety of all women.
These damn little pansy Democrats. It's another sit down in T tier. He better not never get his boyfriend better not never catch him standing up urinating. He'll get the life slapped out of him if he ever catch him standing up urinate. You be sit down, boy. Oh man, Scott Karache, the Italian stallion, and Miss Dana hit us up. God bless you there, Scott and Miss Dana. This crazy. It's crazy, man. They're more concerned about some dude talking about violating women's rights.
Women. We cannot be raped in the bathrooms by men that want to say they're women. They're not women. They're not women.
Exactly. You got a penis, you're not a woman, period.
I'm leaving. It's okay, but I'm not going to take it. I am leaving because you know what? You guys are not protecting women. You're doing a lot. The bills that you're passing for the law, I read a lot of them. They're great. But this things with the trans, it's not right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
They say you can go ahead and leave. I don't even understand how this is even a thing. How do we even get here that we're arguing about what a woman is, what a man is? This is absurd, really. Don't understand it. We'll never understand it either. But hey, call me crazy. Does that make me crazy? That make me? See, they said fire to the rain. Who's that? Adele sung that? I put fire to the rain. My hands feel strong. Well, they said fire to the rain right here for sure. Y'all, women gonna have to start being strapped when y'all go in that ladies' room because I remember when me and Cleva and I was at the airport. They and this was in Houston. They had a restroom inside the airport that says, I forgot what it said. I think others or all others genders or some stupid people like Greg Abbott. Sure, he's for all that. He looked like a cross-dresser, Greg Abbott. I'm not a fan of Greg Abbott. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just not. He's suspect to me, Greg Abbott is. Anyway, we got to get out of here now. we won't do a show tomorrow because tomorrow is one of my son's birthdays. So we won't have a show tomorrow because I was going to spend a little time with my son, one of my son's birthday. He's turning 24. So I'm not doing a show tomorrow. So I'll see you guys on Thursday. We'll have some videos are going up tomorrow, but we won't do a live show tomorrow. Or somebody wants to do it on the way out. Do a little taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce.